Today we decided to take double-decker bus tour, and because London is very big, so it's kind of hard to cover most of the main attraction by foot. So if you're here for a couple of days in London, it's best to get a double-decker tour to be able to cover all the sites, because when you're walking around, it's very far each main attractions. So this is the best deal and best option for you to do if you want to cover everything. We're gonna see all the sites and let's see what we can find. Piano just fell asleep, and one thing that's great about this tour bus is that we have an earpiece so you can listen to on different sites. It's still a great idea to do this tour because you're also up high and you're able to see very clearly the attraction from above. So ahead of us is the Marble Arch. It's a nice view from the double-decker bus. So we're here now at Oxford Street. It's a very beautiful street with beautiful old architect buildings. We're here at the Hyde Park corner right now. A lot of very cool architectural sites you can see here. Beautiful buildings along the way. I'm so happy that we took this tour because you cover so much being on the bus and able to see from above. We're passing Green Park right now here in the city center of London. It's really cool to just take a day and just walk around, you know, London, center London, and just enjoy all these places, these stores, the shops, and just the beautiful architects that you're passing through when you're walking around. Because of COVID, all the restriction coming into London and other countries, it's very hard that there's not so many tourists here, so which is really great. So it helps also not having so much traffic here. This is a very beautiful view of Trafalgar Square on the bus because you're high up and you're able to see an overhead view of the square. Really beautiful. And this is the Immaculate Soldiers on the horse. We're really enjoying London. It's such a beautiful city to see. You get to really see how it was back in the day, and the buildings are there to just remind you how things were and how the government always kept these buildings very well preserved. The Prime Minister used to reside here in this building in front of us. That is a very massive building, very well detailed and so beautiful. How beautiful is the site of Big Ben? That's a beautiful sight to see. This is called York Road. I'm really shocked how clean they keep the streets here in London. Keanu again is sleeping on this tour on the double-decker, but we're enjoying it so much. And it's also good for us because we're able to just sit and relax and enjoy the scenery while he's taking his nap. Because if he wasn't, he'll be all over the place running around these aisles on this bus. We're now traveling through Fleet Street here in downtown London. It's a beautiful street to definitely walk around and stroll. It's very pretty. Many different types of shops here and places to eat. And it's just a nice place to just take a stroll. One thing you do need to know when you do travel to London, it's one of the most expensive cities in the world. So be prepared that things here are not cheap. It's very expensive here, especially the pounds is very strong. So it costs a lot of money to eat out and do all these attractions. So that's one thing you have to really consider before coming to London. We're now passing St. Paul's Cathedral. This is definitely a must-see here in London. Definitely good to come here and just walk around and just enjoy this marvelous sight. So we're now here at the old city of London. Such a beautiful city to pass through. It's also mixed with the new modern buildings. So here we're in the city center of London. Such a beautiful city and beautiful street to take a beautiful, nice stroll along. We're about to pass over the London Bridge. This is the very famous bridge here in London. I've been wanting to see this in person my whole life. Right in front of us is the Tower Bridge. So it's a great view to see while you're crossing the London Bridge.
We just got off the bus on Hop On Hop Off tour. It's a stop called Tower Bridge stop. We're gonna go across the bridge right now, the Tower Bridge, and we're gonna catch a ferry, go to London Eye. We are about to cross beautiful Tower Bridge, and on our left we'll be able to see London Bridge that we just took a bus tour over. And now we're just gonna walk all the way through Tower Bridge, and then we're gonna take a ferry.
Keanu is about to cross over Tower Bridge here in London. It's so beautiful. Believe it or not, I think this bridge is prettier than the London Bridge itself. Only the reason why the London Bridge is so famous because it is the oldest bridge here in London. So the Tower Bridge has been here since 1894. Still standing strong, beautifully constructed. Very beautiful bridge. The best view of Tower Bridge would be in the pier, so you can see the whole bridge. And this is also where you catch your river cruise, if it's included on your hop on hop off tour, which ours is included, so it really works out well because we're able to see the sights from the river. Don't forget, before you board, you have to show your ticket.
There you go, guys.
And they let you in. One thing that's really good about taking the boat cruise is you can see everything from the left to the right of each attractions. Also here, you can be on top of the boat and an open air, or you can be in the bottom for colder days like today. We're really excited to go on it and see London through the river. So we just boarded the boat. We're just waiting for it to depart the pier. And I can say this boat is really nice. Even have a little snack bar here. You can get some refreshments, hot chocolate, or even beer. So they have a lot of choices. You won't be hungry when you get on this boat. Keanu's already excited to get going. He loves looking through big windows. So this happens to work out for us to keep him entertained. The benefits of being on this boat, that you get to see a very good view of the Shard. This is the biggest, tallest building in London. And also you can see nice, amazing view of the Tower Bridge. Keanu's already enjoying his boat cruise. Busy little guy. I'm very happy we did this cruise because you really get to cover both sides of the city one time. And there's Lucy and Keanu. He's loving the water. He loves the water. So this boat has two levels, which is the ground level and the deck level, which is really cool because here you're really up high. Definitely love being on the top of the boat because the view is spectacular. Going over London Bridge right now.
There's been a, this is the 5th London Bridge to expand the river and this
It's official, there it is, the actual London Bridge. The London Bridge is nice, but Tower Bridge is definitely the most beautiful bridge here in London. Those containers right there, that's actually how London gets rid of their garbage. So we're about to go into the London Eye. Once you get to the area, this is where you purchase the tickets. When you get inside, they're gonna have these kiosks here, and this is where you purchase your tickets. Just press that, and you pick the packages you like. Single tickets, you press London Eye, and the most common one is very simple, is this one, the London Eye standard entry. And that's what it is for adults, children, and under 3 is free. Once you purchase it, and you can board the London Eye, and it'll give you times, what time to start, and you pick the closest one on your current time that you're purchasing the ticket. Waiting for our carriage. Here we are, finally going into the London Eye. We're finally here. Keanu's enjoying being inside the London Eye. He's got nowhere to go. definitely would recommend doing the London Eye. If you want to see the whole London from above, this is it. This is it. We're done, and it was an awesome experience. Definitely would recommend doing it here while you're in London. One thing I learned today about the London Eye, you can also get married inside the London Eye, and it's a great place to also see the great fireworks on New Year's Eve. So that you would have to book it in the VIP area, which is called the VIP experience, and this is where you book the package. Right next to the London Eye is this great British fish and chips restaurant. Definitely gotta have fish and chips when you're here in London. And this place is very cool because it has not only fish and chips, it has other things as well. And this is really big here with the pickled eggs. This place is very cool. A lot of people know about this place. In London, you must have fish and chips. Look how big that is. It's huge. This is Lucy's. Oh my god. We just finished our journey here in London. We had an awesome time. The sights were amazing. Definitely a must-see if you want to go to Europe. And the people are very kind and very friendly. We had a great time here. Now we're on to our next adventure. We'll see you then.
Bye!